Hello, my dear friends. This is your favorite Slavic friend, and today I am very concerned about the video I'm going to record. Very, very concerned. I don't know if I'm going to post it because I don't know where this is going to go. I usually, when I record videos, I just have like a topic and just talk about things, whatever comes to my mind, because I have a lot of information and whatever I feel is most relevant. So today's video is how to break up with your friends. When is the right time? And as a woman, we do need friendships, and we are very much more sociable than men. We are a sociable species, human race, but women do need to express their feelings. We need to express our emotions, and the best way to do that is with another woman, because women and men are different. We just are. I was talking about that in last video and multiple last videos. We are different. We need different things. We are better communicators most of the times. And man's brain cannot take in as much information at the same time as women's can. So to just let everything off our chest, we just need to communicate with other women. This is very big. I broke off a few relationships with my female friends. Why? In different parts of my life I had different reasons. I cannot tell you to break off your friendship. It is a very painful thing to do, and you have to decide and see it for yourself. We are here on this planet to have our own experiences, and I hope this video is going to help you in some point so you can make your own decision and have your own experience of your friendship breakup. Now, when I am trying to make an important decision, it's very useful skill to be self-aware. What does self-awareness mean? It means knowing yourself, knowing that you can get upset about, for example, if somebody doesn't text you or ignores your text or leaves you at scene. No matter who that person is, that's something that you may not like, and that is okay. It is okay to not like the way some people behave. It is fine. It is fine to grow out of some beliefs you had, to grow out of some behaviors, to just be sick with some of the behaviors that you're doing or somebody else is doing. And God may help me now bring this video together. We women are very fluid, meaning that we like to change, we like to do new things, we like to experience new things. Most of us like to have loads of big desires that we either allow ourselves to experience or don't allow ourselves to experience. And I had a conversation with my cousin, that she finally said yes to experiencing her desires after a really long time. She's also a young woman like me, and she started trying to make her desires come true one by one, starting to rebuild her confidence. And one of her friends did not handle it very well. Now, what is important about human brain? It is that human brain does not like change. Does not like change. And my brain, your brain, none of our brains, they hate it. They hate unpredictability, because brains only developed to help us predict what bad is gonna happen, especially in the past. That served us when we were living in small tribes. to predict where the wild animals can be, where the lions can be, where is the food, where is not the food. So thinking with our brain helps us to predict negative outcomes and helps us survive, so we can choose a different path, more positive, with more positive outcomes. Now in today's society, we don't really need it. We are safe, we have housing, most of us, we have food, we have education, we have people all around us and more. Everything, all of our human needs are satisfied, so we still have that powerful thing inside our heads, the organ called the brain, that still have that power to predict the negative things, but we don't really need it, but it's still doing it. So if we start finally doing the things we want, if we suppress the part of ourselves, the true part, if we put the masks on, unconsciously or unconsciously, as most people do as we grow up, and we meet those new friends who only saw our masks that we allowed ourselves to put on, and when we start taking them off, most of the people brains get very surprised, uncertain, who is this person, what's happening. This happened to me when I was a teenager quite a lot. As I was telling you guys, I am on my self-development journey since high school. I love psychology, human behavior. I'm almost there to become a life coach, and I have many mentors and invested many of thousands of euros into self-development. Being surrounded by women, coached by highly successful women in all areas of our life, or their life, I learned a lot. So when we change, when we finally allow ourselves to have those desires, to achieve our little silly dreams, to do some crazy things out of our characters, to experience the life, the one thing we're here for on this planet, people around us, our environment can be, how can I say this, can be holding us back at the beginning. This happens when you change careers. This happens if you ever started a new business. This happened for me when This happened for me when I finished graphic design and decided never to do it and finished another college. So this happens to you when you step out of your comfort zone, when you follow those internal nudges, your intuition, that does not make sense, not to yourself, but to anybody else. When you finally say yes to that internal nudge that you had since literally for yourself, and you would try to make sense of it with your brain, and didn't work. You try to follow somebody else's dream of how the life should look like. You should finish college, you should get a job, you should find a boyfriend, you should get engaged, get married, get children, etc, etc. That didn't work for you. Didn't work for me either. So I tried it. I did my best. I tried it. It didn't work. So I said, okay, if I'm ever going to be happy in my life, I just have to do the things I really want to do, no matter how silly, stupid or crazy they look like, no matter what. And it's terrifying. I know, I've been there, I'm here now. It's terrifying, but you start finally allowing yourself to be that person, the new version. It's actually not the new version. It is just peeling layers, taking off the mask, and then underneath there is another mask. You take another mask, another one. The best way to explain this is through psychology phenomenon, is that we are conditioned as young children, depending in which race we have born, which country, which neighborhood, social rank, in what family. we come at this planet as a pure souls that want to experience this world, but as we grow up, our brains are not developed yet. Our other centers are, but our brains were not. As we grow up, we start seeing the reality through the same lens as our parents start seeing it, as our school is showing us, as our TV or social media is showing us. And with years and years, we get conditioned of thinking very similar way of the way our parents taught, the same way our environment is thinking. So I have been born in Serbia, in middle to lower class, so there's times that I couldn't go to certain sports. I loved volleyball, I had to stop because my parents did not have enough money. There's times when we didn't have food on the table, and it was just the reality in which I grew up. But I always felt the urge, the nudge that the knowing that I'm meant to be rich. And I know it's even silly to me now, but I always knew I meant to be rich. And then through growing up, I would hear from my parents or my friends, that's unreasonable, like that is not reality, you live in some imagination. So I started believing it until I saw it in other women. This is why it's so important to have your brains open, see it in other women, and literally wash your brains with them until it becomes a second nature. Until other people are telling you like, oh, you came out from the wealthy family. How that's today, you know. Even yesterday, there was I'm dating for marriage, so there was a man that texted me. He's like, oh, I can see it by your smile and the way you look and the way you present yourself on the dating app that you were a princess in your family. And I was laughing. I was like, yeah. Yes, all of these years of trying to rewire my brain, learn from different people that I never was able to see in my childhood growing up, it's working. So I was so happy about it. I was like, that couldn't be further from the truth, but it is my reality now. So there is the way to become the person you always wanted. It's the long path. It's the path of uncertainty for yourself, and especially for your environment. I don't tell you have to be cautious of to who you tell what. I knew that starting this YouTube channel, I could not tell my family. They will look me up and they will judge me. From their goodness of their heart, they will judge me. I did not need judgment. I just needed to make a first 10 videos and posted it and become more confident. I knew that of myself, so I told nobody. And now because I build my confidence, I can share it with my family, friends, and be certain that I'm actually doing a good job, and that their opinions cannot sway me away from the thing I really want to do. So you have to be careful and know yourself, have enough self-awareness of, okay, I can tell this to this person because this person can help me, because this person have experience in the thing I want to tell them and can help me build up that skill within me. And then the other person that does not have skill, I see it all the time. I am so scared for humanity, because these days there is a lot of dating content everywhere on the internet, from the women that may not be qualified enough. Not just dating, there is information everywhere, so artificial information about all kinds of things, and people do not question its source. How can somebody who is not married yet help you get married when they cannot help themselves either? This is why I have so much knowledge about dating and everything, but I don't want to talk about something that I'm not fully have it in my reality yet. So choose people who are you gonna tell certain things, and do not, no matter how much you like them, no matter how much you're excited about a new thing, you want to share it with somebody, do not share it with those family and friends that you know that their opinions will only hold you back. That's the first skill to have. Just know who to tell something and when. Why? The second bit is that sometimes we do grow out of the relationships, friendships, and it does happen. I would assume you have enough self-awareness to have a conversation first. Always, always, always. Spending years with a friend, so years of your life with a friend, is emotionally, you're connected, you're emotionally invested, connected. It can be very hard to break it off. It happened to me. I don't want to make it seem like easy and fun, because it's never fun to break a friendship, but it happened to me so many times throughout my life. Firstly, when I was younger, not aware of myself, it happened when I just wanted to escape when it was hurting me so bad I could not express it. The easiest thing was to run away. So you have to know as well your nervous system type. What is your first reaction when there is a difficult conversation to be had, where it's tough, heavy emotion? Do you run away? Do you fight? Do you try to forget it and make it look all nice and pretty until you explode? So there's different nervous system types, which you, please, as a woman, get educated on your nervous system and your brain. And you're definitely on the right path, because I have all of the knowledges. So nervous system types, there's fight, respond, where people just, when they have a lot of emotions, they just want to say the mean things, yell, scream, hit something. There's flight, people who just want to run away and then never talk to the person again, deleted from the place of planet Earth. That was me. I definitely did that a few times. I regret it now dearly, but that was the way I had to learn to do better, to learn how to regulate my nervous system and learn the better way to communicate. And it's definitely possible. It does suck at the beginning, it does hurt at the beginning, but those skills you have to have if you want to have successful relationship, successful career, successful integration in this society. There is another phone. English is not my first language. I have a little bit of that. It's when situation gets tense. That happens to me, like, for example, if somebody yells at me, because in my childhood I had a lot of yelling. My parents were very loud, expressive people, so I would just try, kind of, in my past I would just go in and try kind of be a nice girl, try to bring them together, sort it out, just with my cute face. That's funny. Just being instead of expressing yourself, communicating or fighting back or running away, you just sit there and you're like, oh no, I'm just a little girl, I didn't mean it like that, it's okay, I'm sorry. Even if it's not your fault. Freezing, we all know what freezing is. You just don't respond, you just freeze there and you just stand when somebody is rude to you. Those are the 4 ones. I think there's not a 5 one. The best way to learn about, the quickest and the best way, I was learning this for, I swear to God, 10 years. I changed 3 therapists before I learned about this nervous system work. 3 therapists and 3 years of my time. I don't ever think the time is wasted, but this is your way to forward it if you have a lot of things going on, if you're educated, if you have careers and you have relationship and you have friendships, and you just need to get on with your life to not have to raise this problem that reoccurs in your life. It's not going to go by itself, so you have to learn from it. The best way I did it, it's literally 3 weeks. It takes you 3 weeks to learn all of this, and some people take, like, not even for a whole lifetime, they come across this information about how to calm themselves down, how to regulate themselves down, and how to slow their brain. So I learned this in 3 weeks from my mentor. She has the course with all the tools for all 4 types of nervous systems, and I leave it down below. I am her affiliate, but I use this all the time. Even now I'm using it. As I'm standing up and talking for the first time, I'm tapping my heels, because tapping your heels movement regulates you. A little tip. So once when you realize where you're at in this point of your life, and where you know where you're going, and some people in your present that you met in your past, maybe you're not headed the same way, so you're aware where you're at, you're aware where they are at, and you start communicating with them. You have all of those skills. This is like a perfect life scenario. You have all of those nervous system skills. You can have the conversation with them. You don't want to run away as I did in the past. You are here with your open heart to have a conversation about your friendship, open and honest. This is actually the way. I said I'm not going to talk about relationship, but you can use this information in different areas of your life. So you're having the conversation, and it can go 100 different ways. The biggest thing is you gave it a chance. You did your best. You always try to do your best. This is why you're watching this video. You always try to do your best. You had conversation, you figured things out, you expressed where you're at in life, and if you two don't match, it's okay. At some points of my life, I believe it was 2 years ago, I had friends that I met in my second college when I was going out drinking after my big breakup, and even taking some light drugs. And that was a period of my life, maybe 6, 8, 10 months maximum. And once when I didn't do that anymore, they continued doing it, and I kept learning, I kept evolving, I kept healing myself after that big breakup. And I knew that we're just different ages, we're just on different life paths at the moment. There's nothing bad had to happen. I just know we were different, and I didn't want to have talk to them, because I knew that there's nothing they can do except feel bad that we are not a match anymore. So slowly and gently, I did this a few times in my life, I would just slowly let the time dissolve our friendship. I don't know if I'm ever gonna post this. I don't know. It can look different for everybody, but some things just with grace, with gratitude in your heart that you had this person in your life for a few years, a decade, few months, and you never meant anything bad. They never meant anything bad to you. You just had a few or a lot of moments to keep, memories to keep near to your heart, and that it's time to part. Sometimes it's all it takes, and in the other times it's okay to have a conversations. It's good to have a conversation. It's okay to try. But for this, the self-awareness in a relationship is most important: the self-awareness, knowing your path, and seeing the other person as capable, seeing the other person as their own creators of their own life. And the best way you can do is just follow your intuition. Just follow it. There is a lot. I made quite a few videos. I leave it at the end of the video. How to reactivate, how to follow your intuition. And trust me, you're maybe heartbroken with letting go of some friendships today or in the future. You're grieving it now, but you will end it soon when the time is right. And you know that sometimes, after watching this video, that sometimes there is just an expiry date on some friendships, and you just have to let the time do its thing. This is what I talked about in the last video about the fate. I talked about how successful people have a fate in whatever they are doing, and friendships is one of them. You just have faith that you're always trying the best thing, to do the best thing for yourself and for the others, and you're trying to follow your intuition and your life path that you're on, that your soul chose your life path for this. And sometimes you have loads of people that are heading the same directions, and then in the other times of life it's just you, and it can feel lonely. I've been through all of it. And people are always gonna come and go. There's a lot of people. This doesn't have to be sad. I never think about my past friendships as something sad, because I still love all of them. I just expanded my life. I need more space in my life for more love, for love of more people that are gonna come in my life and that are in my life now. So all that now, it may seem difficult. You have all of your emotions up. Get yourself educated for your own sake and for your sake of future relationships, friendships, about your nervous system, about your brain, and have trust that there is always going to be people coming in and out of your life. The most important thing is, are you following your own intuition? Are you following your own path? And are you true to yourself and kind to others? I'll leave here the video of the fate, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.